Once upon a time, in a small village at the edge of a vast and enchanted forest, there lived a young girl named Ella. Ella had always been curious about the world beyond her village, especially the mysterious forest that everyone in the village spoke of. Legends told of magical creatures and hidden wonders deep within the trees, but no one ever dared to explore too far. Ella, however, was different. She loved the stories of the enchanted forest and often wandered along its edges, hoping to catch a glimpse of something magical. One sunny afternoon, while she was picking wildflowers, she noticed something strange, a glimmer of light peeking through a dense cluster of trees. It shimmered and sparkled, as if inviting her to follow. Driven by her curiosity, Ella ventured into the forest, pushing past the trees and vines. The further she went, the more the light seemed to guide her. She could hear the soft trickle of a stream, the rustling of leaves in the gentle breeze, and the faint sound of music, as if the forest itself was humming a secret tune. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a small clearing, and there, in the middle of the clearing, was something Ella had only ever heard about in bedtime stories, a unicorn. The unicorn's coat was a shimmering white, and its mane flowed like silver silk. It stood gracefully beside a tall, flowering tree, surrounded by a garden unlike any Ella had ever seen. The garden was filled with flowers of every color imaginable, with petals that sparkled in the sunlight, and the air was thick with the scent of blooming roses and lavender. The unicorn looked up at Ella with soft, knowing eyes, as if it had been waiting for her. "Hello, young one," the unicorn said in a voice as smooth as honey. "I am Luna, guardian of the secret garden. You have found your way here, something that only a few pure-hearted souls can do." Ella was speechless. She had heard stories of unicorns, but she never imagined she would actually meet one, let alone in such a beautiful place. She took a step forward, her eyes wide with wonder. Is this the secret garden?" she asked in awe. Luna nodded. "Yes, this is a place of magic and peace, hidden away from the world. It has been here for centuries, waiting for someone like you." "But why me?" Ella asked, still in disbelief. "Because you have a heart full of kindness and curiosity," Luna explained. "Only those with the purest of intentions can enter this garden. Here, the flowers bloom eternally, and the creatures of the forest live in harmony. It is a place where dreams come true." Ella looked around the garden, her heart swelling with joy. It was even more beautiful than she could have imagined. She saw birds with feathers of gold, butterflies with wings like stained glass, and rabbits that shimmered as they hopped through the grass. The garden was alive with magic, and Ella could feel it in every breath she took. For hours, Ella explored the garden, marveling at the wonders she discovered. She danced with the butterflies, dipped her toes in the crystal-clear stream, and picked the most fragrant flowers she had ever smelled. Luna followed her, watching with a gentle smile as Ella enjoyed the magic of the garden. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, Ella sat beside Luna beneath the flowering tree. "Luna," she said, "this place is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. But why does no one else know about it? Why is it hidden?" One evening, as Ella sat by her window watching the sun set over the hills, she smiled to herself. She knew that the garden was blooming, not just in the enchanted forest, but in the hearts of everyone she had touched. And in the secret garden, far away, Luna the unicorn stood beneath the flowering tree, watching as the magic of the garden spread far and wide. Ella nodded, determination shining in her eyes. "I will do it, Luna. I'll share the magic of the garden with everyone." Luna smiled warmly. "I believe you will. But remember, the magic of the garden is not in the flowers or the creatures. It is in kindness, love, and the joy of giving. If you can spread that, then the garden's magic will never fade." Ella stayed in the garden a little while longer, savoring every moment of its beauty. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Luna stood beside her. "It is time for you to return to your world, young one," the unicorn said gently. "But remember, you are always welcome here. The garden will be with you wherever you go, as long as you carry its magic in your heart." Ella nodded, her heart filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Luna. I'll never forget this place." With a final wave, Ella stepped through the trees and found herself back at the edge of the forest, the garden hidden once again behind the curtain of leaves. But as she walked home, she felt different, lighter, as if she was carrying a secret too precious for words. In the days that followed, Ella kept her promise. She shared the magic of the garden with everyone she met, not by telling them about the unicorn or the flowers, but by spreading kindness wherever she went. She helped her neighbors, comforted her friends, and always found a reason to smile, even on the toughest days. Slowly, the people around her began to notice the change. The once quiet village started to feel brighter, more alive. Children played with joy, neighbors helped one another, and laughter filled the air. Though no one knew about the secret garden, they could feel its magic growing in their hearts. One evening, as Ella sat by her window watching the sun set over the hills, she smiled to herself. She knew that the garden was blooming, not just in the enchanted forest, but in the hearts of everyone she had touched. And in the secret garden, far away, Luna the unicorn stood beneath the flowering tree, watching as the magic of the garden spread far and wide.